Welcome to Business Doctor. In the last video, we discussed about tasks and how the tasks is supposed to be delegated to the junior person. Today, we will be discussing more about the task completion, task execution, and if need be, planning, which is also required. Those aspects we will be discussing it today. Why you need to complete the task? We have already set the goal, which has got a skin in the game, and you should also know what it takes to. So as part of that, this task which is assigned to you has to be also carried out in order to achieve that goal. And you should also have the skin in the game to complete the task. In an organization, for example, at a junior level, the task execution has got a primary responsibility, whereas at the senior level, the task needs to be executed. Not only it has to be executed, the manager or the supervisor has got a accountability for executing the task or various tasks to different teams or different individuals. These tasks may be having a reward in terms of financial or monetary or a kind of recognition. Let's assume for a moment we know about Ramayana, where Rama is supposed to kill Ravana and take back goddess Sita. So if Rama has to throw an arrow aiming at Ravan, the arrow has to go and execute the task given by its master, which is Lord Ram, kill and come back. And it has to go through a distance. It has to go through a lot of people, or maybe in the air, there is a resistance in the air, it may be raining, it may be bright sunshine, or it has to go through a lot of obstacles, and still it has to execute and come back safely. So assume that the arrow started asking a question. Okay, should I take this path or should I take that path? So Lord Ram says, okay, go this way. After going, it has got another doubt, comes back and asks whether I should deviate or I should just go over something, or I should penetrate and go. So if the arrow has to ask the doubt for every obstacle it is going to face in its journey, then imagine when Ravana is going to be killed and when Sita is going to come back to Lord Ram. So this analogy which I am trying to tell you is basically for the individuals, for each one of us, to know what it takes to complete the task. Some tasks which are individual in nature, while some tasks are made up of subtasks. So when some task is assigned to a person, the individual responsibility is to comprehend, understand, remember, and execute in that order. Or you can always go back and tell the person who is assigning the task to you, which is like your manager, to give the task one by one. But if you are going to get one by one, the problem is to complete a task, there may be some 10 subtasks, and you will feel like you have done a great job in completing 3, 4, 5. But before 10, at say for example at 9th task or 8th task, you got bored and you decided to drop off your performance. Then the main task, which is still not complete. So how to be sure whether you are going to execute the task in a higher order task or a sub-level task? You have to have three things in mind. whether you are able to do it correctly. That's the first thing. Irrespective of the time, irrespective of any other impact, first you should know how you are able to do it correctly. Then you should be in a position to do that task repeatably correct. Once you achieve that repeatability, the third thing is how faster you can execute the task or complete the task with the correctness and repeatably. For example, if you are into financial accounting or if you are into programming, lot of things will involve certain basic stuff. So these basic steps have to be performed correctly, repeatedly, and at a faster rate to complete one, even a subtask. That is what the manager who has assigned the task to you would be expecting out of you. For example, if you decide not to keep up that pace, just to give you a different analogy, I just take it as a lack of that level of correctness or repeatability or the fastness or the speed at which you do is because of a lazy attitude. The outcome, you are not going to get what you are going to get as per your goal or the plan. Which means when you are not going to get, there is a loss. It could be a loss of loss in terms of financials or loss in terms of non-financials, okay, or it could be a name, fame, anything. So I just equate that as a poverty to your objective. So always there is a fight between laziness and poverty, and if laziness is going to take over, sooner we are going to get or hit the poverty point. So that race, we need to win the race, which means we should not be sitting lazy. So we should be in a position to do it repeatably, faster, and help the manager to execute his level of task. He has also got a goal to complete. So that comes to the point where this task completion per se has got a subsequent set of traits which you need to have. We will discuss about those things later in the videos, the upcoming videos. So just to summarize the completion or preparation of a task, one needs to be perfectly correct. Like now, when somebody asks what is your name, even at sleep, you will be able to tell you what is your name in a full sentence, correctly, repeatedly, and at a faster rate. So that level of mind preparation is required to execute the task. So this opens up a question: what are all the traits or value systems or principles you need to have before you come to this level? Those are basically your comprehension capacity, your listening, communication capacity, problem solving techniques, and the competence, which these things we will discuss in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.